Hey everyone, how you doing? It's good to see you again. Welcome back to Joy at Work. It's July 9, 2021, and my goodness, half the year is gone, and looking at the back half of the year and trying to make the best out of it. This is an exciting weekend as well if you're into my favorite sport and the world's most popular sport, football. Brazil against Argentina tomorrow night, and then Sunday the English play the Italians. Just a great weekend to watch the sport. I'll just say probably go Argentina, go England. Even though the Italians, they always have a way of winning these kinds of games. So we'll see what it looks like. England's playing at home, so we'll see. But anyway, I missed you last week, the 4th of July weekend. I found myself just reflecting and didn't want to do a video, but I still want to come back and share what was on top of my mind then and still is now. And that's freedom, right? And there's a lot of talk about what it means to be free as an individual, as a society, and so many other things. And I won't get into a philosophical treatise on freedom, but I just want to think about it this way today. And this is from the perspective of, are you a victim? Do you wear this victim mindset? Bad stuff happens to everybody, and to some people it happens more than it does others, right? Like, negative things in life are not evenly distributed. We see that. I'm sure you know people in your sphere, a circle of life, who maybe more bad things have happened to than others. That's just something that's out of our control, something we don't know about. But what we do know is everybody experiences bad things. Uh, but we all respond to these bad things differently. And I bring this up in the context of work because I often talk to people who come at me with feedback about how can you be so giddy at work? Don't things go wrong? Don't you have bad experiences? Don't you have bad days? Of course I do. To be human is to experience negative stuff. There's just no way you can, walk the face of this earth without this stuff. In fact, if you want to take a pessimistic view of the world, you almost start from a position that says bad is just bound to happen, bound to happen. Again, I want to avoid getting into a deep philosophical view on this, but I just want to say that, we deal with stuff. We deal with stuff, and regardless of what your worldview may be, we deal with negative stuff. What we have an opportunity to do in many cases is to determine how we're going to respond to this negative stuff. And that's definitely where becoming a victim comes into play. And for many of us, as I've said in other videos, our response to things are based on experiences that happen to us even when we're children. We like to talk about being adults, we like to talk about being all grown. But in the last 2 weeks, I've heard two quotes that I think are true, right? In us is a child waiting to burst out. And even though we may look like adults, as Alan DeBon said, right? Like, we still have a lot of childish tendencies. Look at the way we interact on social media. Look at the way we uh, disagree with people. We fight sometimes like kids in the playground. So the point is, that our response to the negative things that occurs to us in life are often things that are unconscious, often formed through childhood, and we've kept up until this point. But the thing that I find encouraging, and this is where freedom comes in, is that we do have an opportunity to change the way we respond to our situation. We can change it. I often hear people talk about I'm in this job and I'm afraid and I don't want to speak up because who knows what will happen. And those things are true. Like, there could be negative repercussions that could impact livelihood and things like that. Those are all true, but it doesn't take away choice. And so once you recognize that you have choice to endure or choice to say something, I find so much freedom in that, right? When you don't have choice, then that's captivity at its worst. But when choice exists, then you have the freedom to potentially act. And so many of us give up choice without a fight. We act like it doesn't exist at all. We just, make ourselves allow ourselves to become victims of our circumstance, and just take it as it is, just endure. You can choose to endure, but make it your choice, right? I think it's Nietzsche who said, as long as there's a why, you find a way or something like that. You find a how. So you can choose to endure, but endure because you chose to. Freedom is really having the ability to choose how you're going to respond. So we don't have to be victims. We don't have to be mired in this woe is me, I'm in a bad job and in a bad situation. That doesn't have to be where we end, right? We can make a choice to do something different. So hopefully you choose joy. And because you choose joy, you choose other decisions. Even though they may be difficult, you still choose other decisions because that's what it means to have freedom. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.